Hello students, myself Sriniwasan. I would like to take a topic in IP, Python, that is quantile. This is one of the functions used in descriptive statistics. And this function is very popular in machine learning program. You can learn this machine learning in future if you take career in Python. But as far as this quantile is concerned, this is related to find out some percentage of data from a sample. So if you say sample, it means there are lots of data. That means our data is in series. And this function quantile, first of all, change the data in ascending order and then find out how much percentage of data fall below a certain percentage. So all these are part of the calculating method of quantile. You can look one example how the quantile calculates percentage of data. So I would like to show one program that is in Python. You can see here, this is the program. Just would like to show this program. And this program there are three columns: name, age, and marks. You can see marks just here. You can see marks here. So this is the marks, and this is the example. This is the marks, and all these three columns converted into data frame, and there is a function. This line converts the entire data into data frame, and then I'm going to print this data frame, and this line takes sampling of 25% of the data in age and marks. So if I run this program, you can see this is the output of the program. You can see here there are two values, 16 and 45. 16 is for age and 45 is in marks. That means what? Actually, what happened here, the quantile arrange the data in ascending order and then find out the percentage of the data fall below 25%. So that 0.25 in program, you can see this is the 2.25 in program is actually .25 in the program is actually shows the percentage, and the 16 is here the position of the data, which shows that this is the point where 25% of the data exists, and this is the way the quantile calculates the statistical data. And along with this quantile, another two functions are very popular, that is standard deviation and variance. So how you can understand these two things, standard deviation and variance? You can see, I would like to show these two things, how these two things are also part of you can see these are the also two things, what is a standard deviation and what is variance along with quantile. This is a very popular function used with descriptive statistics, that is a aggregate function, that is also known as aggregate function. There are lots of examples I have shown here with the mathematical systems. You can take a benefit to understand how it going to calculate. And as far as the Python is concerned, the simple function is used for the calculation of standard deviation, quantile, as well as variance. So the function name is, for quantile is the quantile, as the name suggests. For variance, you can see the var function is there, and for calculation of STD, that is standard deviation. So there is a relation between standard deviation and variance. Simply the root of variance is actually the standard deviation. You can see a definition of a standard deviation. This is not much for Python subject studying. This is part of the mathematical, but we have to understand how it's going to calculate. So you can take a simple benefit, and you can read here the following terms. These are the very easy way to explain all these things. You can see there are a lot of things are there. You can see standard deviation is a number that describes how spread out values, a spreading of value from the mean area. That means what the standard deviation is actually shows the trend from the mean, how data is to be spread out from the mean position. So all these things are part of machine learning programming, which is part of the future curriculum. But here you can see these are the following. You can just study all these examples, and you will get a perfect benefit how the things are calculated here. The simple example I have made to written for all of you. You can see first of all it's going to calculate standard deviation, then finally it comes to the variance. As per definition is concerned, variance is another number that indicates how spread out the values are, and definitions are there, and I have made some of the calculations how variance is calculated here. So it's so simple to understand, but as far as subject of Python is concerned, we have to stick with the use of the function, not with the mathematical logic. These are the part of, but as far as for understanding purpose, I have made this for you. And at last, there is two symbols are used for sigma and sigma square. Sigma is for standard deviation, sigma square for variance. So this is the things. Very three important functions are part of descriptive index. One is quantile, another is standard deviation, and another is variance. But as far as your syllabus is concerned, and for your understanding purpose is concerned, we have to stick with the function, and one can use these function directly using the Python. You can so just I have write here quantile, and if suppose I write here variance, it going to calculate variance also. And just I want to run this program. You can see it going to calculate variance. You can see in this window. So here the variance is for age is 1.3 and marks is 268.3. So these are the two calculations of variance as well as variance of two columns, that is age as well as marks. And how it calculates all these things you can find in this window, where all the mathematical systems I have shown here. You can just study slowly to understand how things are take place, how the calculations are take place, standard deviation and variance. So this is the part of the today's video topic. Hope all of you understand it very well. Thank you very much.